Today on the Euro Truck Podcast, Freelance gives his thoughts on Psychonauts 2, American Truck Simulator gets a price, the ship is being remastered, and soon it will snow in city skylines. Hello and welcome to what should actually be a podcast this week with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
Phlegm!
And Freelance Gamer. Me and Dr. Ubershadow both cleared our throats prior to it, so this is the phlegmless podcast, so we hope.
Yeah.
Okay, am I the only one here who equates phlegm with kind of like the word moist? Like, it's just one of those words that you just don't want to hear?
I don't mean the word moist
I
at
don't
all.
hate the word moist, but I don't also particularly like the word phlegm, but it's not like you with moist. Like, if I hear the word phlegm, I don't get the heebie-jeebies.
It's not even like I have the heebie-jeebies right now. I'm just radically uncomfortable. And
Well, fuck that.
I am on my side.
I know to try and not make that
Kyle.
good talk.
Yeah, see,
leave me behind.
I'm not at all uncomfortable by the word moist or phlegm.
It's just one
Like,
of
phlegm is
think
kind of
there's
like
a-
on par with, like, vomit. I don't like when people use the word vomit.
See, I'm okay with vomit.
I'm like, why don't you just say throw up?
Like,
People are like, no, vomit's more proper.
offer
And I'm like,
Don't know what I hit.
I am uncomfortable by the smell of maple.
maple?
element,
How am I stuck?
Like maple the tree and the
Help?
syrup?
and yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like maple like oatmeal.
Interesting.
How did I?
Actually, I've never heard that.
That is really
Come on.
interesting. Also, Freelance must be stuck badly.
Yeah, you got some serious struggle bus in there, sir.
Does anyone else see this?
No, I'm...
I will momentarily if you give me a second.
No, because I went on the wrong side of the road, so I'm literally on the opposite side of the freeway from you guys.
Oh.
And, like, I can't move? Wait! Nope, we're still stuck somewhere. How did I?
Alright, I'm gonna just go slower.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
I'm gonna lock my cruise in
I
at
would-
68.
What am I even stuck on?
Oh no, 42. I'm going
stuck
42.
on a fern? Like, what is this? Come on.
I'm not surprised. I do want to apologize to everyone about the whole podcast last week. Hope you enjoyed the Not a Podcast Just Cause 3 episode, where I summarized the news.
Come on, baby. Get over the... Leave me behind!
What on earth is happening?
I'm kind of interested. So, like, I'm stopping right now. I'm just watching this all unfold.
I'm glad at least someone can see it, because I'm just kind of driving.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a better camera
I'm gonna
angle.
pull over. I'm gonna pull over and wait.
Nope. But this is much less of a disgusting word podcast, and I believe this is a gaming podcast.
I believe it is so too.
I
Because
don't know
Freelance is a
about
little busy,
that.
we're gonna hold off on bringing up Psychonauts 2 until he can focus a little more energy on that and not getting unstuck.
Oh, and he is slowly inching forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Freelance Gamer has begun his arduous descent
baby.
across and
Oh my God, I made it back up the road.
he's sliding the wheels
Oh
of the
my God.
road. Ladies and gentlemen, Freelance Gamer has successfully figured out a way to get himself unstuck from the terrible, terrible ferns of Berlin, Germany, and now he is on his way, driving on the wrong side of the road. But ladies and gentlemen, Freelance Gamer is not to be put down because he will make his way over to Hanover. We'll be
I
following
took
him.
damage by a fern, if anything. I don't even know what just happened there.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
really? There was, like, Jeff can kind of see from his camera angle, and you'll see when, like,
There's nothing for you to get stuck on.
there's nothing for me to hit. I went off-roading a little bit, and then it went, you're stopping here. And I went, okay, can I reverse?
Ah!
Well, what can I do? Can I go forward? Nope. Can you turn? Nope. So I'm just going to keep rocking the boat till we figure our way out. Is that the plan? Yup. Okay.
I think your tires just got stuck in the mud is basically what happened.
Yeah.
What-
I mean, at
don't-
least you didn't have to teleport all the way back to Berlin.
This is true. But Kyle, now that you're free, do you want to give us just some really quick thoughts on everything involving Psychonauts 2?
I'm so happy. Like, okay, now that I can actually, like, focus and maybe not go off-road. So, Psychonauts 2, now that it's coming out, from what I understand, 2018. And they've kind of given some ideas of, like, what's going to go on. Like, we're going to see the Psychonauts headquarters and all these little things that would, like, 14, 13-year-old me was like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. Please make a sequel. We get to see we're going to see a lot of interesting things. Like, even they kind of gave, like, a couple hints towards, like, what, like, not the full story is going to be, but, like, so some elements. like that the actual Psychonauts organization, since the old leader left, has kind of turned into something weird and not so good, possibly a little mischievous. Supposedly there might be necromancy, because if you have psychic abilities, then why couldn't you tell another dead brain to just function? So it's
Fair.
like this is. I'm already looking at it and I'm like, So my goal for my life is to work for Double Fine. My goal is to get in on this project. I might actually, at some point, leave my job and go temp for Double Fine, just so I can have my name on the title card somewhere.
Yes.
Because I am actually in San Francisco and could totally do that.
Hashtag
That
life
would
goals
Totally
here.
would.
my
But
Hashtag
I'm actually so
life goals.
apparently the game reached its 3.3 million, I think, FIG donation.
Okay.
They reached it within like 4 days.
Something
Wow.
like that, yeah.
Wait,
And
can we get a trending hashtag? Can we call it Double Fine Lance?
Double Fine Lance.
Hashtag Double Fine Lance.
But like, they legitimately just broke the records for it, and like, actually, I was like looking at it, and all hail Tim Shea, all hail Tim Shea, for the man knows what he's doing. I feel like he's gonna put out another really solid game. I just hope it's not as underappreciated as the original was. I hope people pick it up. I hope it $3.3 million was donated to it. I hope, beyond everything else, not only that people pick it up and support a developer that's a little lower on the totem pole when it comes to like how big they are. I wouldn't call them indie. I wouldn't call them a AAA.
Right.
And I hope that like they get the support they need. But beyond everything else, I hope it lives up to the hype.
I mean, how can you be indie if you have Jack Black?
That's fair enough.
Very
I don't
true.
know that. I don't know that. I mean,
Very
there's
true.
definitely some indie games where they get some voice actors in it, and Jack Black actually might be in this one. So he was. Oh right.
I'm game.
Like,
Proof. I like Jack Black. I'm not a
very
Jack
confident.
Black hater.
I think it's gonna be hard to live up to the hype. They have a lot of work ahead of them. They got 3 years to make it, which I'm glad. I'm actually one of the few people that's gonna say this. I'm glad it's coming out 2018. I'm glad it's not next year, because I feel
Hashtag
like
delay
with
train.
with no one to rush them. Passing you on the right, Jeff.
Got it.
They will have the time that they want to put into making the game they wanted to make in the first place.
Oh, I'm going into a fern bush.
Oh, I do see that.
Oh,
Tracking
it's
with you,
burned,
tracking
dude.
with
They're
you.
the devil.
I thankfully
fern.
managed to miss the ferns and not
Way to
get
go.
stuck.
Way to go. You know what? There's also, where there's also a lot of ferns?
In
California.
America?
I was about to say in America, and specifically in California and Nevada, which will be the some of the first states we will be exploring. Oh, and Arizona in American Truck Simulator.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry, Kyle.
I'm right. I landed.
I am so sorry.
I landed. I landed. We're good. How did you do that?
I don't know. Andrew, do you want to talk to us about American Truck Simulator?
Yeah, the American Truck Simulator, we already know it launches on the 3rd of February. We do now have a recommended price. It's going to sell for probably about $20 in most regions,
Excellent price.
which is a great price point, especially because of the way that this game is going to be released. This obviously, is going to be a very DLC-heavy game. They've already said that the base map is going to be California, and Nevada will be a free DLC available at launch. And the Arizona DLC will also be free, but it'll be a little bit after launch. They haven't quite finished production on the map for Arizona, so that won't be at launch, but it'll still be free when it does come out. And the company SCS did confirm that it's going to be probably a paid DLC for every set after this. They didn't say really any specifics about whether it's going to be a pay per state or a pay per region or what. They said they're definitely in it for the long haul. Pun definitely intended.
Pun so intended.
That they, as long as the players and the customers are willing to pay for the DLC, they'll continue making DLC for the game. So their goal is over the next several years to have all of North America, and they are, and
Wow.
if they can,
Wait, all of North America, so like including Canada?
including Canada. They'd like
You
to
know-
go up to up into
Alaska?
Canada and go down to like towards the equator.
What,
That's what they
okay,
said
so
was their
like
goal.
even Hawaii is on the docket.
I'm not going to confirm that Hawaii is being done. I have
Right.
no idea if
Don't
that
have the
will
authority
happen.
to say on that one.
Sure.
It
But what
seems
would be
least
so
likely.
cool is we could then become the ice road truckers in Canada.
That is
And
something I
Alaska.
would be looking
And
forward
Alaska.
to.
We could truck across Alaska, gentlemen.
So I mean, there's a lot of obviously really good potential. I imagine we're going to see most of the West Coast first before they necessarily start sliding out to the East Coast.
Right.
So you'll
it'll be-
probably
it might be a couple of years even. Before
So
we
the
see
next,
some
I bet,
difference.
if I had to wager a guess, after Arizona's done, they'll probably do Pacific Northwest
You think
and
it's
release that as a region. That would be my guess, and then work from there.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the process is.
Jeez.
Like, what does it take to create the state maps?
That is a good question.
Like, I wonder just what kind of work does SCS have to put into this? Since it's my understanding they are a European company, no?
Yeah, I think their mailing address, I think it's like the Czech Republic.
So I'm curious then, like, how do they have all this American trucking data?
That's a great question. If
Like,
you
I mean,
know
if SCS
and work
is out
for
there, if they wanna
SCS,
get in touch with us, we
comment
would
down
love
below.
to be like, just to have an interview, even just to talk about, how this game gets created.
I swear to God, if they go Google Maps, I wouldn't be that surprised, but I'd be a little surprised.
I would be thoroughly impressed.
I would be impressed if they got all that stuff from Google Maps.
Because I mean that would be a sign of really great ingenuity, actually. But I just think it's going to be really cool. I'm so excited. I guess it's safe to say that there are plans to transfer this podcast over to be an American trucking simulator
Yep.
podcast.
Yep, as soon as the multiplayer mod's out,
Right.
done.
That'll be. And now it's my.
Even
and
if
now
I
the-
have to buy the game for everyone.
The community is definitely the
Well, you
multiplayer
probably will.
community- Well, yeah, because. Well, yeah.
Kind of.
But the multiplayer community is looking to step in. And
oh yeah, they're
they're ready to chomp at the bit, aren't they?
as soon as the game's available, I'm pretty sure they're like on it with porting the game.
So I guess moving right along, in Minecraft, which is just, anybody can create anything in Minecraft. We've seen that done all throughout 2015 and basically every year that this game has existed. But utilizing Redstone, YouTube creator Seth Bling just created his own basic interpreter using analog logic. And that's using
command
AND
blocks.
gates and OR gates and what's that?
Command blocks.
Oh, he used command blocks, so it wasn't like a Redstone logic gate thing.
I don't think it entirely was.
Okay. Now,
It's actually, you kind of need both to make that work.
okay.
So it's kind of, yeah.
So we're talking about creating like a full basic input-output interpreter inside of Minecraft, just being able to program within a program, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I actually had an interesting discussion at one point with my coworker about, with these things like, having a basic interpreter in Minecraft, how long is it going to take for someone to be able to build one of these things and then figure out how to exploit it and be able to run some kind of like code set that would allow you to get like root admin access on a box, like on a set of virtual machines somewhere through Minecraft.
So basically using Minecraft as an SSH terminal at that point.
Yeah, basically.
That's some next level work there, because then you're looking at, okay, so now you have to create security
For a
patches.
game inside of a game.
That's
Where things start to get weird.
you're
Exactly.
really
Like
talking
right
about
now,
the
you
game.
don't think about that being the problem.
No, never.
But if you can make a computer that's exploitable inside of a game,
Oh, that's not exploitable. You can totally exploit the computer inside and exploit the... Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
that is that is
So that's the thing. It's like, how long is it going to take for that to happen?
Or for someone
Right.
to figure out how to make a botnet.
Right.
right using Minecraft.
Exactly.
it's
Get
like
on the
this-
Minecraft server, build this thing, and then
and then it just does
Taken
the same
over.
thing. Now, and I mean, if that starts impacting the real world, you're talking on a scale of this is like people building robots using Lego bricks.
right. Yeah,
And if
basically.
we've seen what people have been doing with Lego bricks. It's almost one and the same at this point. Because I like to think of Minecraft as the Lego set of the computer world.
Yeah,
right.
digital
Besides,
Lego.
Lego worlds, but
Well, okay, Lego world is kind of the Legos of the computer world. Minecraft was there. before it
Minecraft
was
is the
cool.
first Legos of the computer world.
Well,
I'm trying to make an analogy here, but the peanut gallery decided to squash it. Way to go, peanut gallery.
Hey,
Totally
if
do,
you
man.
squash your peanut gallery, you get peanut butter.
Dude, Dude, you know how I should send
I mean-
that peanut butter?
You also need oil.
I should send that peanut butter though on a ship so that I can ship it across the ocean.
Yeah, see, that sounds like a good plan. Ed, is anyone familiar with the crappy game The Ship?
I've never heard of this game.
Oh my
I saw
god!
it in the show notes.
The
and I
ship,
have no
you mean
idea.
the thing that we tried playing?
Yeah, where you have a guy as like
Oh
a
my
random passenger you
God.
need to murder, and there's another random passenger who has to
Passenger that
murder
has
you.
murder you, and you have
Mhm.
to try and survive your murder. And there's always like there's like a police officer
Yup.
player that's
Yup.
supposed
So
to try.
it's like Mafia?
No,
Kind-
Like
Not-
the card game you play?
like the card game Mafia, a little.
Yeah,
bit.
sort of,
It's-
but no.
Okay.
It's more focused because there actually is it's more of a how do I explain this? Coup,
okay.
kind of.
Yeah, okay. I know Coop.
Anyway, so you basically have to assassinate someone else on the ship while someone else is trying to assassinate you.
Without being caught.
Was it a good game?
Well, here's the problem.
It
the
wasn't
game-
always.
It
most
wasn't
of the
always a good game.
It's
there
got
were cops-
server
there-
problems because the server browser doesn't work.
Server browser doesn't work.
Which is what-
server creation is real funky.
So
Um,
here's where this comes in, though. This game is getting an HD remake on early access on February
Really?
15th.
Who's producing this?
I think the people who made it originally.
Is it okay? But this is not like a Gary's Mod thing. Like this is just a standalone.
No, it's a standalone game.
Oh, okay.
So
And it's getting
this
an
is
HD. Wait, when was this game first released?
like a while ago.
Okay, okay. So it's not like it was released like in
It's like
14.
It's like Zombie Master old.
Gotcha.
almost.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's-
But
it's
they're-
an old
they're getting
game.
it in HD remaster with a full. I'm assuming they're doing a complete overhaul of the system and
I would
how
assume
the
so.
server browser
I would
works.
assume that it's not going to be the same broken server browser that doesn't work in the new
Please.
game.
I mean,
If they got rid of that, the game might actually be functional.
And here's the
Right.
thing: it is a new game, so it's they're giving current owners of the game 25% off of the game, and it's going to retail for $20. So do math, you'll figure out if you already own it, what the cost is.
$15.
That's a
So-
good price point.
I think I got the game for free.
I got the game for free.
Wait,
Yeah.
the
Or
original-
cheap.
think-
Like it cost
no,
us.
I thought I bought like the 4-pack.
Oh, that's
You bought-
possible,
you
but
bought
even
the
still, it's
4-pack
cheap.
for like what, $5, something like that.
Yeah.
And like it would like, let me put it this way. I kind of wanted money back.
And we didn't pay for it.
I
Pay for
know.
it.
That's the level. That's the level I was at with how they had set it up.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So
Like, yeah.
I don't know how the new one's going to work out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to get people to play it who played the old one and were like, this is kind of awful.
Like you would have to legitimately give it, and this is the only way they're getting me. And I'll be fair about this because I like games like that. But they would have to, for me to play this, they'd have to do a free weekend. They have to do a free
Right.
weekend on Steam. To
I
let
agree.
me try it, get the interface down,
And
decide
go,
whether or not it's
is
worth
this
buying.
better than the old one? Or
Is it worth $15?
Or is it the old one but HD?
Yeah.
Because if it's the old one that's but HD, it's not $15 worth for me.
It's well. Here's the thing. I don't know that because the game content itself, the community was very small because of what happened. I'd have to actually see like a robust community of people who want to play this, a good amount of maps, and actually some variety in game modes because you can only play the same thing.
Was
so
there
many
even
times.
multiple maps?
There were multiple maps.
There was multiple maps. I think.
Oh, but because the servers were broken, you couldn't actually get to any other ones.
Or there was also it was more that like no one ran the other ones.
Right. So it was only ever that one ship
The ship, yeah.
that you
the
played
ship.
on, which
And-
made the game not very fun. So like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
But
right.
moving on to something else that's
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
curious. Is it snowing
play
in anyone
single
else's
player.
game right now?
It is not snowing because I am not a user of the winter mod. However, I understand your segue. So there is a expansion coming to City Skyline, much like what was brought with the After Dark expansion. We are now going to get the Snowfall expansion, which does what it sounds like it does. It
That's what it says
brings
in the box.
weather to the game.
So is it just me, or is this like the kind of expansion that you should have seen like back in December? Like
Yeah, a little
there's this
bit.
wintry theme. Like, do you think this was just pushed back on the like in-house? Like they were like, hey, we gotta wait. Like we can't make
Like it couldn't be done yet. It's possible, but it also, I mean, it brings weather in general to the free player or like someone who doesn't want to buy it. They will also get a free update that brings rain and fog and theory also snow. But that's all it does is basically just weather assets. But the DLC itself actually also gets you more things like now you have to manage whether your citizens have access to getting heat somehow. Your transportation infrastructure needs to be able to handle ice and snow, which means you probably need plow trucks.
So you don't end up like the city of Nashville a couple of years back?
Yeah, with
Got it.
people all over the place with
Can you set you? That'd be interesting to see if you can set your city to be something like San Francisco, where it's like certain temperatures, but not everything.
That would
Right.
be interesting. Can you do climate control, or do they just kind of assume you're like this generic, catch-all of a city?
and you just get all the seasons, snow and everything. So
'Cause that's the question: is the game set on planet Earth? And
Right.
more particularly, is it set in North America on planet Earth?
very true, very true. I don't know that they've actually said. At least I've never came across it in just
I'm not sure
passing.
it's entirely set in stone.
It's kind of expected that it'll probably cost maybe what After Dark cost. After Dark was $15 for the DLC. There's some assumptions that it might cost that just based on past history, but I don't know if it does as much as After Dark did. So it might be a cheaper expansion just for that reason.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away as a City Skyline player. It's one of those things of I'm only just starting to really do the stuff in After Dark, and I only bought that because I got it for I think $5.
Right, but it'll be like this Snowfall expansion will be there when you are ready to move on.
Exactly. Even if even if that's not today. Plus, you'll still get the benefit of the free stuff with the rain, fog, and wet. You'll get actual weather. You just don't get the.
You don't get the
Other
infrastructure
things.
to support weather.
Right. Exactly.
Wait a minute.
But
And
it
your
also
systems
doesn't
will
affect.
carry,
You get snow and ice.
But it
'Cause you
also
don't
doesn't
have
affect
trucks.
anything. It also doesn't affect anything.
Okay.
So like
fine.
you can
We're good.
get it'll be snowing, but your citizens are acting like it's dry.
Right.
I would say I just saw a chaotic city of like, oh dear God, please help. We can't deal
It's
with any
snow
of
and they
this.
have no plows. Correct.
Snow
That's
apocalypse.
that won't happen.
Yeah.
So they'll get weather, but it won't
Now-
affect the gameplay.
Do you think that things like extreme weather will also occur? Like, could you have a blizzard? Could you have a hurricane?
It's very
What about a tornado?
I very well see that as being a free upgrade in the future.
Yeah, or like a
based
random
on this.
event that can occur inside your city.
So
That'll
because
be cool.
that's something that doesn't exist currently. There aren't
Yeah.
random disasters yet.
Okay, I'm curious to see how the RNG would work in that type of a system.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
be
is there
interesting.
like a climate, or like Kyle was saying before, like climates or temperature or
Right. But that's everything we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Truck Podcast. If you like it, hit that like button. If you didn't, you can hit the downvote. I say that all the time. You can also comment down below and leave
can
your
also downvote
downvote
it.
in the comments.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
are on Reddit.
And then you can also downvote us on Reddit if you want.
Reddit.com/r/Ghost Incorporated.
Actually, I think it's just r/ghosting.
downvote.
But and then also hit the subscribe button while you're still on our channel. And we will see you next week.